my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you and then we could
The history of Hollywood scandals just took an insane turn as Blake Lively recently got exposed by Justin Baldoni in a series of alleged texts. Once the picture-perfect co-stars in the romantic drama It Ends With Us, the real couple has now transformed into courtroom adversaries. Now the world is watching their drama filled with flirty leaked texts, explosive harassment claims, and allegations of a sinister smear campaign. Who's lying? Who's manipulating the truth? Let's find out. The drama took an insane turn when Justin Baldoni launched a website on February 4th, 2025. The purpose of creating this website was nothing but to expose the private text messages between him and Blake Lively. The intent of these messages was to counter Lively's sexual harassment claims and show the other side of the feud to the world. If you look at one of the exchanges from April 2023, Lively discusses a scene from their film, Texting Baldoni. If you knew me in person longer, you'd have a sense of how flirty and yummy the ball-busting will play. It's my love language. Spicy and playfully bold, never with teeth. This message portrays Lively as engaging in playful banter, seemingly at odds with her later allegations of inappropriate behavior. Baldoni's response was worth considering as he shared personal struggles. Sorry, I was just crying my eyes out as the kids and family just left for another 2 weeks, and it was a shit show.
And a lot of people stay in their lane, they know their role, and they'll go through with it. But the more powerful you get, the larger of a public figure you are, the more control you feel you have.
The release of these texts has added fuel to the fire. Some argue that Lively's messages suggest a consensual, even flirtatious rapport, challenging her claims of harassment. Others contend that these exchanges don't negate the possibility of inappropriate conduct and are just dynamics of workplace relationships. The internet reacted to Lively's controversial messages as different fans shared different perspectives on this whole situation. One user commented, "Imagine if your husband found out you were texting your colleague, that he'd know how flirty and yummy you were if only he knew you longer." Blake really lost her damn mind. A number of people speculated that Lively had confused her role with reality, with one commenter suggesting, "I think Blake seriously blurred the line between her own personality/reality and her character, immersing herself in a role that was way out of her league." People are so indulged in the ongoing fight that they are desperately waiting for the courtroom trials. One person remarked, "I cannot wait for this to go to court. This will be better than Amber Heard. Fake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are going to regret this." Adding to the thrill, texts between Baldoni and Lively's husband, Ryan Reynolds, were also made public. In February 2023, Reynolds wrote to Baldoni, "I happen to adore you, Justin." But the drama goes beyond just text messages. To see what actually happened between these two co-stars, let's rewind a bit to the beginning of where it all started. It all started back in December 2024 when Blake Lively filed a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department accusing Justin Baldoni of creating a hostile work environment during the production of It Ends With Us. Her allegations included claims of unwanted physical contact, inappropriate comments, and boundary violations.
Acknowledging that there may have been some behavior on set that could have made some of the cast, including Blake Lively, uncomfortable.
I think there's some behavior always that can make people uncomfortable, and I don't think anybody has the intention to do that.
Lively's complaint detailed instances where Baldoni allegedly improvised kissing scenes without her consent and discussed explicit aspects of his personal life on set. She also accused producer Jamie Heath of showing her nude videos and images, further contributing to an uncomfortable work environment.
It was a chair, wasn't it?
Yes.
In response, Baldoni denied the allegations, labeling them as false, outrageous, and intentionally salacious. He asserted that Lively's claims were a strategic attempt to undermine his reputation and gain leverage in their professional relationship. The situation hyped up when Baldoni filed a $250 million defamation lawsuit against the New York Times, accusing the publication of disseminating an unverified narrative that favored Lively. He claimed that the newspaper relied on cherry-picked and altered communications that misrepresented the reality of their interactions. Beyond the courtroom, an intense public relations war is going on between Lively and Baldoni. Lively accuses Baldoni of arranging a smear campaign against her by hiring crisis management experts to destroy her reputation through social media manipulation and strategic media placements. She claims that after she raised concerns about the on-set environment, Baldoni and his team retaliated by spreading negative stories to damage her image. In his defense, Baldoni has filed a $400 million lawsuit against Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and her publicist Leslie Sloan.
Actor-director Justin Baldoni is now suing his former co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds.
He contends that Lively and her associates engaged in a coordinated effort to damage his reputation and career. Baldoni's legal team has released text messages and emails that they claim show Lively manipulating the narrative and using her influence to undermine him.
You can't just put me in any clothes and give me any words and have me step in and transform. And I used to be very insecure about that. I used to feel like an imposter because I would watch actors who were just shapeshifters. They could do it in any circumstance.
The media is filled with leaked communications and conflicting narratives from both sides, leaving the public in suspense about who is manipulating whom in this confusing web of accusations and counterclaims. As the drama continues, the question still remains, who's really in the wrong? The legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has escalated into a high-stakes courtroom drama, with both parties continuously defending their reputations. On one hand, Lively's legal team has taken a bold step by subpoenaing phone and internet records from Baldoni and his associates. This move targets major companies like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Cloudflare, and AOL, seeking comprehensive communication logs to substantiate her claims. In response, Baldoni's attorneys have criticized this action as an excessive fishing expedition lacking merit. They argue that Lively's accusations are unfounded and that her legal maneuvers are attempts to manipulate the narrative.
100% no. Justin Baldoni from the get-go said, I don't want to do anything negative toward her. I don't want to hurt her.
But it does not end here. In fact, it has reached the courtroom. Louis J. Lemon, the New York federal judge assigned to the case, told Lively and Baldoni's lawyers to prepare for a trial date of March 9, 2020. The judge also warned them to be ready to address complaints about pretrial publicity and attorney conduct. This is likely in reference to Lively's lawyers claiming on Monday that an attorney for Baldoni was trying to taint potential jurors. As both parties prepare for the trial scheduled for March 9, 2026, the courtroom is set to become a battleground where careers, reputations, and substantial financial stakes hang in the balance. The outcome remains uncertain, with each side presenting compelling arguments and evidence to support their claims. The legal confrontation between Lively and Baldoni has already had significant consequences beyond the courtroom. Public opinion is sharply divided, with supporters rallying behind each party. The intense media is full of leaked communications, interviews, and public statements, each adding fuel to the fire. Notably, author Colleen Hoover, whose novel serves as the basis for It Ends With Us, has reactivated her Instagram account after a short pause. Interestingly, her profile no longer features photos of Lively and Baldoni. This move has raised speculation about her stance during the ongoing dispute. Legal experts predict that the battle will become even more controversial as the trial date comes closer. Some predict that the celebrities may eventually reach a settlement to avoid hectic trials, while others believe that both sides are prepared to fight to the end to regain their reputations.
What Baldoni's team is saying is that they've created a website that they plan to make live in the coming days. It's going to have all of this, a timeline and text messages for the public to read who's interested and make their decision as to whose side they're on.
The entertainment industry is closely watching this case, aware that its outcome could set significant precedents for how allegations of misconduct and defamation are handled in Hollywood. As new developments come into the scene, the public remains on edge, eager to see how this high-profile drama will unfold. Will Blake Lively's legal strategies uncover the evidence she needs to substantiate her claims? Can Justin Baldoni successfully defend his reputation against these serious allegations? The answers to these questions remain hidden, and only time will tell the real truth. Now, I will turn it over to you. Who do you believe? Is Blake Lively exposing a toxic work environment, or is Justin Baldoni proving that she faked the evidence? Is this another Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp situation, or something even bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because trust me, this drama is far from over.